Hello again, and welcome to my creative African cooking channel, Ndudu by Fafa. Now let's start with something creative. You know, the ketchup of 2019 Ndudu by Fafa. Now you need to watch my previous video about this amazing beans and sardines stew, because I'm going to turn this into the most amazing burger with elements that we're so familiar with. Now let's start with our plantain chips. And of course, you will need your green plantain for this recipe. So to a saucepan, I've added my preferred oil. I've peeled my green plantain and I'm using my potato peeler to thinly slice this. This is just as easy as 1, 2, 3. So we're going to make this chip and that I'm going to serve alongside my burger. Also, yes, this is not any other food. This is Ndudu by Fafa. This process should take here about 5 to 7 minutes on that medium to high heat. And guess what? You fry it, you notice that the bubbles reduces, and when you just feel it, you could just see it's just getting crunchy. And at this point, I know my green plantain is ready, so I'm just going to reserve it and quickly move on to my next ripened plantain spicy chip known as kelewele in Ghana. For this recipe, I'm going to be using an over-ripened plantain for it. Reason is I need that moisture and I need it soft because I will be using it as a filling for my burger. So I'm just just slicing it as you do into a bowl, washing my hands as you do and dancing as you go along because, creating a recipe, when it does work, Charlie, you did be. Anyway, so for my spices, I've got my ginger, onion, aniseed, habanero, chili, African nutmeg, cloves and salt, and I've blended all that together, and of course I'm going to add it to it and mix everything together till it's well combined, as I always say. At this point, I've also got my saucepan where I did fry the plantain chips in. I've got that oil ready, so of course I'm going to be frying that now. Now with the over-ripened plantain, it has a higher sugar content, so it does caramelize quickly, so you need to keep an eye on your kelewele. Now within about 5 to 7 minutes, you have this golden brown beauty. It's moist and it's covered with that spices. It's just incredible. We're building upon the flavors. Look at this. You can just eat this like that on its own. But then again, it's Ndudu by Fafa. 2019 keche. Mi womla. Viviviko, mijim, minkwayim. Cooking channel, Ndudu by Fafa. So we are now ready to assemble this burger, but you need to watch my previous video on how to make this amazing bean stew. Now for a vegetarian option, you can omit the sardines and use dawa, which is the fermented locust beans, as that flavor in. So of course I've enjoyed my beans and I've got the leftover, so I've transferred that into a bowl, and to that I'm adding some gari. Yes, so gari is just like the West African couscous, which is made out of cassava, and it goes a long way, and this just works well. And usually when one enjoys their bean stew or beans on its own, one can also add gari to it. So this is a flavor that you will be accustomed to. And of course, for that je ne sais quoi, I've added a little bit of coriander, but that's optional. But I want to see that sort of green color in there, as you do. So of course, I'm now going to be molding this. Now, you are watching a video that I'd say it was my first time of trying this recipe. So you're watching me create it as I go along. So of course, if it didn't work, you won't be watching it. Now, to ensure that I can mold this perfectly, I've just smeared my hands with some coconut oil, and that just adds that extra moisture. And what I'm trying to do is form that disc shape that one would enjoy with your burger. So yes, you've got your gari, you've got your beans, and I love the bolotti beans because it's quite chunky in there and it's just beautiful. So I'm going to repeat that until I've molded this into the beautiful disc shape that it does require. So now I'm going to be doing some je ne sais quoi. So I've got some red peppers in there, and it's just going to work for my filling. And I'm char grilling it because I need that smoky taste to permeate through my burger. So we're building up on the flavors. And that slightly charred onion that goes in the middle of it, it's just to die for. I've added a little bit of salt and a little bit of my coriander leaves, and I'm mixing everything together till it's well combined. Now I'm going to be assembling. Of course, I've just added a little bit of coconut oil to my frying pan, and I'm just going to give it that smoky flavor, but also that little crusty base to it. So this is just going to warm it through just so, just the way you would do your burger buns, may I say. So now let's turn this. Let's see, does it work? Oh, sure. Kenya. That's worked perfectly. You can see it's just slightly, golden there with a little brown hint. Yes, perfect. And I think I'm ready to assemble. What do you think? Is this a recipe that you're inspired to try? Do leave your comments below. This is not any other food. This is Ndudu by Fafa. Yeah. Do leave your comments below. Definitely. And do share your experience when you do try the recipe. Do not forget to click the subscribe button and the notification button so you do not miss any future videos. Naturally, I'd leave the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog in ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat as Ndudu by Fafa. So do pass by and say hi. Noel, thank you very much for my theme song. I love it. Now, until next time, take care of you. Be nice, be beautiful, be your gorgeous self. And guess what? I love you for you. Until next time, take care.